Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank God it's Friday. Today is Friday, and I welcome you to Victory Voice TV, where you get all those news that matter to us. Let's deliberate a little bit. Yes, this is something that is said. Someone never said, I promise you, prophecy or a curse. During the 1967 to 1970 genocide, Ojukwu told Gowon, as you, Fulani and Britain are killing my people unprovoked, he said you will be alive to witness your people die like dogs unprovoked. UK will fall. Someone greater than me will liberate Biafra. I promise you.
Chukwuemeka O Ojukwu.
15th of April 1968, he cursed Nigeria, he cursed Gowon, he cursed Fulani, he cursed Britain, he cursed them, and he blessed Biafra, that someone greater than him. With another dimension, that is what he means. Because nobody is greater, nobody is powerful as Ojukwu. I'm telling you, the guy took up the bull by the horn and he fought, and they withheld that war for 3 years. Something that Nigeria thought they would crush Biafrans within 3 months. That thing took 30 months. Honestly speaking, they gave it up because children were dying. There was blockage of food. Children were dying in their very before, so they had to, accept that no vanquish and no victor. That was what happened. But as for the men that were fighting this war, they were not giving it up. They were not ready to give it up. But because of the pity they had on their children and the women, they had to drop their guns. Now listen to what Gowon said afterwards. Okay, now there is something that Gowon said. He said, it was not my wish or intention to fight in the civil war, and I have no hatred for any people. Gowon. He's lying. Let me read down, and there are so many comments. In fact, today, former military head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, has reflected on Nigerian civil war, emphasizing that it was never his wish to engage in conflict. In a video recently shared on YouTube by TVC, Gowon clarified that the decision to fight the civil war wasn't rooted in hatred, but in response to the challenging political circumstances of the time. Gowon stressed that the crucial choice was between maintaining Nigerians' unity or facing disintegration. He said during that period, his focus was on preserving the nation, expressing a deep commitment to Nigerians' greatness. He asserted his belief in the country and underscored the importance of keeping Nigeria intact. The Gowon's word it was not my wish or intention to fight the civil war. It is not a hatred against any people, but the political situation at the time was such that it got to the point where it is either Nigeria remained one country or not. And as I always saying during that time, if the question of breaking Nigeria is not part of our discussion, we will review everything in order to make sure that Nigeria survived and be a great nation. I am a great believer in Nigeria. Okay, yes, now here we come. Here we come in the comments of the day. Of course, this is a very hard statement. The lover of Nigeria killed Nigerians then for keeping Nigeria together. And unfortunately, what he suffered and labored and killed many people, stained his hands with blood, and he got some more hatred for himself, has vanished like thin air. Nigeria is nowhere to be found. He said, somebody said, those who are holding us hostage as indigenous Nigerians will be very happy to read your lies against your brother. Note, the leader of the coup with 3 others came from South-South. The second in command and secretary to Biafran government were from South-South. So Yorubas fought on the side of Biafra. Meanwhile, I who suffer as Igbo because of civil war, came from Wawa part of Igbo land that had not produced any major Nigerian army before the war. Have mercy on us. Stop generalization. Oh my God, there's so much complication in this country. There are so many ethnic groups that have been suppressed for years. This agitation and this unrest is coming from those that say, no, never again we are going to be marginalized. But the ones that kept quiet and dying in silence are seen as peaceful, whereas in their mind of minds, they are dying. They have nothing to present to their children. They are like subjugated people, defeated people, and they are just like slaves. They have nothing to explain to their children because they have failed their generations. I want to take you down more to some comments. He said, what makes you to saying all these things? Guilty conscience. Whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. You have seen a great nation now and unity. Have you seen a great nation and unity? That is what the person wants to write, but mistakenly wrote the other way around. Alright, somebody said, sir, you will kill your wife if you want to divorce her. Sir, will you kill your wife if you want to divorce her? Is it by force to be together forever? Where is the togetherness now? All these bitter questions. That somebody said, I will not marry you again. No. You will now kill the children of that woman and kill the woman in order to keep them together with you in life and death. I don't understand where Gowon is coming from. Gowon is this high-headed somebody that would never apologize. He never wanted to apologize. Even as he's dying, even as he's very near to his grave, Gowon is still claiming right that he fought and killed people because he wanted Nigeria to be together. Sir, we are asking you, are you seeing the unity of Nigeria today? What is going on in Benue, where you came from? Is it not herdsmen killing your people? And you cannot say a word. They did not even respect that you fought for Nigeria to be united. But they have this agenda, this Islamic jihadist agenda they have, and they are not giving it up. Not now, not today, not forever. But because the Biafrans have seen where they are heading to, and we suddenly want to break up and see where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is today. Mazi said once in this life that what Nnamdi Azikiwe did to Biafrans can never be forgiven. That he's supposed to be exhumed from the grave and his bones, if it is remaining, be burnt in public place. That is how much Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hated what the naivety of Nnamdi Azikiwe, who answers the Zik of Africa and forgot his indigenous brothers and sisters. He never did everything that would favor any person from his region. Rather, he signs a lot of things against his people after the war. And that is what kept us where we are today. Oh, it's quite unfortunate. I still want to read some more comments down. Somebody said, Gowon, you need to apologize to both God and man. Deep down your heart, you know the truth. Somebody said, finally, God Almighty said, I will heal their land, the country called Nigeria. I laugh at you. You are deceiving yourself. God will not heal a land that has never apologized, that is forging ahead in killings and suppression of indigenous people. Never. The God I know is God of justice and not of injustices, okay? So please, keep your preaching to yourself. So many comments. Another person say, Mr. Gowon, regret is your closest companion. Seeing Nigeria the way it is, you are unable to remain on the side of truth. Mr. Gowon, regret is your closest companion. Nigeria, is it in unity today? You are unable to remain on the side of the truth, and he will die in this sin. Gowon will die in this sin, regretting within him but cannot apologize. Maybe the apology of Gowon will set a lot of records straight, because Nigeria has never been a country. It is a company of Britain who used the mindset and brain of the blacks, use them against themselves and set them ablaze and run away back to the UK. That's what they did, if you don't know. Oh, if I am given time to talk, I will talk until 1 more hour, because my heart bleeds the way our people suffer, and we're not even seeing the end of this thing at sight. That is why I tell you the truth. First of all, let us vote and see if our people entirely will vote that we need Biafra. Then we move from there, okay? So let us go home and think about how to vote and how to do what we're supposed to do at any given time. Of course, your civic rights, you have to perform it. Civic duty, you have to perform it. Thank you very much for your time on this very channel. God bless you all.